So imagine a girl who is menstruating and she doesn't have water to clean herself. And so if they answered the call, it was the right call. And I think that was something that really touched me. I felt like, yes. But understanding the values of Rotary and what they do, I have one person who has benefited from handouts from several people, those I know and those I don't know. So I've always kept wondering, how do I give back to the community? That moment also touched me. We have over 30 or 20 plus pregnant women who cannot even afford a bowl of soap, who cannot even afford to get treatment, somehow. Then you've given them all these things, and when you look at the faces, that's a very, very, very interesting story.
Every week, Rotary shows up in ways that change lives. Service, leadership, fellowship, and impact are more than ideas for us. They are habits. They are choices. They shape how we move through the world. Inside Rotary, Conversations on the Spot puts you right in that energy. No stage lights, no polished speeches, just real people doing real work captured in the moment.
Good evening, our viewers. Would like to take this opportunity to welcome you once again to another exciting episode of Inside Rotary. On this show, we bring you inside stories of our Rotarians, specifically from the Rotary Club of Galga. Why did they join Rotary? Why are they proud to be members? And what makes them stay into this organization of 1.2 million members where we do nothing but serve humanity? This week, we have a very interesting Rotarian, someone that has served this club in a number of positions, but most importantly, a person that is very passionate about youth service, or using the Rotary language, new generations and youth protection committee. He has served in this position for 2 terms and continues to show a lot of passion for empowering the young people. He's also served at the district at the committee that takes care of the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. He is here to tell his story, and it is my pleasure to welcome to the show Rotarian Julius Kaweesi. Rotarian Julius, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I have spoken a little bit about you and introduced you, but I want to go away from the Rotary titles and all of that, and we just unpack you as a person. Tell our viewers who you are and who is Julius.
Thank you, JB. My name is Kaweesi Julius, and I'm a proud father of 3 babies, 2 boys and 1 girl. I do transport and logistics as my business, and I'm also a big fan of bikes. I think that's something that I cannot live out. Yeah. Yeah.
I now see where your passion for young people comes from.
Yeah.
I didn't know, if this show wasn't here, I didn't know you have 3 children. How is that?
I have 2 boys and a girl, and I think something that I do passionately, and I think if there is anything I would love to be called, is a father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I feel like it's the best gift God can give anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Being a parent, raising or molding someone into something. And I feel I'm doing that the best way possible. In my absence, my children always ask, where are you? And when I come back, they ask me, where have you been? So that tells me that when I'm not there, there's something missing at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that tells me that I need to do the best, make them understand that they have someone special in their life. And they really call me very special in their life.
Mm. Thank you very much. That will take me to a question I didn't plan to start with. When we join Rotary, they always tell us Rotary is a lot of work. How do you balance as a person? You have work, you're a parent, you're also serving in Rotary. Talk to us about how you balance.
I am very deliberate about my time. When it is time for fellowship, I know Friday I have to be in fellowship. If I have to make a visit, I plan it a week earlier, and I know I'll be here, and then I really plan my time. So, but I also try to wake up early in the morning if I have anything to do that regarding to office. I prepare my presentation or reports that I have to do by around 4 or 5. I'm done. So 6, I'm walking out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is planning.
It's planning basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is wonderful. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of that as well, you started with really parenting, and that's it. So I'm going to dive into your role. Your first assignment to serve in this club was to be a youth service director, which was very wonderful. You were asked to serve again. Some people might say repeating class, but you gladly accepted. So I want you to talk to us about youth service.
The whole picture is something that I understood as a channel that through which we can feed the mother club, or Rotary can receive, or Rotary clubs can receive future Rotarians. And I think that's where our focus is, trying to groom, mentor these people into future leaders that will transit into Rotarians. It's a very difficult task in a way that many of these are dependents. And you find trouble mobilizing resources. I think that's the major challenge that you find if you're mobilizing a team that is not financially stable or not earning as per se, and yet many of these activities run with finances. So I think that's one thing that I have noted there. But I also know many of them come with ambitions. They want to achieve things, and sometimes want to achieve things very fast. So they can have some frustration, on the other hand, that their dreams are not coming through as expected. So working with a team of frustrated people can also be a problem. You have to motivate them, you have to really understand their needs, you have to try to encourage them and know that, this is a process, you're going through a process that will lead you into something better. So that's my understanding, and that's my experience with that team. But I have also learned that they are very creative people. They are desperate to really show their talent. Many of them, I have seen many of them really showing up and trying to see, we can add something. We can be part of this service to the community. I've seen many of them showing up much earlier than even the Rotarians. So that's the other bit that I really appreciate about them. So I think given a chance, we can have, or we can get future Rotarians from the Rotaractors, and they will know, because through these systems going through all the time, they will be turning into very good Rotarians with very good knowledge regarding the organization, and so we can count on them as partners, but also as people who can push and carry on the dream of the organization into the future.
I am very, very grateful. You speak with a lot of passion about youth service, but I want to go a little specific. Is there something that the Rotaract Club of Galga in particular has done, and as you, the youth service chair, you sit back and you say, wow, amazing?
Yes. I think I count a number of projects. During that is the magic year, President Flavia donated a tank to one of the primary schools down here. And I was told the kids didn't have water to clean themselves. So imagine a girl who is menstruating and she doesn't have water to clean herself. And so if they answered the call, it was the right call. And I think that was something that really touched me. I felt like, yes, these people have done something very, very good. And I appreciated that. And, understanding the community needs. It's very important. Many of us just go through things without knowing there is someone here in need of my help. So they noticed and they answered the call. I can count so many other projects, but I think that was very particular. But also all these campaigns, the immunization, the medical camps, I've seen them showing up on time, helping the people who come for these camps. It's not something that you can take for granted. So their time, you see how they are committed to the cause. So for me, if I am to note, I can't leave out some of those occasions. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very, very much. And I'm a past Rotaractor. and I want to consider myself a very successful Rotaractor. I have since transited to Rotary and not so much involved in Rotaract business, but I do know that there's a lot of value for being a present youth service chair. And I want to give you your flowers publicly because you have. Let me tell you something. I think just yesterday, this week, I saw that our Rotaract Club opened up a WhatsApp channel, and they had a fellowship at Chitala Secondary School, and you were seated there. That got me very emotional. That was one. The other one is, I think a couple of weeks ago, they had a retreat at Sondiata, which you have to travel by water, but you were there. And that's the Rotarian that we are looking for. So on this show, we celebrate people like you. And I want to thank you for being a present father at home and a present youth service chair.
Thank you.
You've done extremely well.
Thank you so much.
But now I want to go to now the Rotary story, you as a person. Of course, you started with speaking about parentship and you changed the entire script, but no problem. I want us to go back to you as a person. Coming to Rotary is by invitation. Who invited you? Do you regret that decision? Are you happy? Talk to us about your conversion story to Rotary.
Actually, maybe the funny bit is that I wasn't invited. About myself. But as procedure or courtesy is, I always refer to Captain Murindo as my host. Mm-hmm. And it's because by then I think he was the membership director.
Yeah.
I used to bring my motorcycle to Wilna. Mm-hmm. I used to have a bike, and because of the mud in the nearby community, I never wanted to park inside there. So I used to leave it at the main road. So I used to leave it at Wilna, but occasionally I would find them fellowshipping and the vibe is so high. But back then, I used to be in an Interact Club in St. Chazuran Kasasa. Mm-hmm. Very vibrant club. So I picked the spirit from there. But understanding the values of Rotary and what they do, I have one person who has benefited from handouts from several people, those I know and those I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I've always kept wondering, how do I give back to the community? How do I really pay back this? So that's one thing that pushed me and always encouraged me to join this organization, join the cause, because as an individual, I can't do much. But when I join a group of people who are organized and so I can do much better, I think that's my journey there. And that's the point that drives me towards this organization. Briefly, that's what I can say. But I also know that we can do much more as a team with a very good establishment and the network. Working through these networks, you can touch several lives. So basically, I think that's my journey to Rotary, and my experience in the last 3 years has been very, very nice. I have seen things happen. One of those things that I'll never forget throughout my life is the story about Chitala. All the time I walk into that place, I'm just imagining, is this true that in 2023 there is a school with 1,500 students sitting under or just in papyrus, and the classes are being conducted more like a concert, because there is someone talking this side and there is another talking this side. So you wonder how they coordinate.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something and I don't know, whoever identified that project, they saw the real need of the community. And the impact is going to be there. I cannot really imagine the day that we'll hand over that project and how that school will be like. Actually, I'm told that initially the numbers were not that big, but because of that project, they grew to 1,500. So you can tell that that was a real need. And whoever identified that, they touched the real need of the community. And I'm very touched by that kind of action. And I'm glad that I'm part of the team that is doing this. So for me, I feel like, yes, Rotary is home because of this.
I have hosted a number of people on this show, and almost everyone speaks about this Chitala project, which is very passionate. I'm actually starting to believe that we are never going to hand over. We are going to continue doing Chitala because the passion is good. I also believe that one time we have given birth to a number of clubs. Rotary Club of Entebbe Base, where we have now Galuga Marina. At one point, we are going to have a Galuga Chitala.
Should be.
Because the lot of love that people have towards that project is good.
That would be very good history to trace,
to be able to tell. You are one of the members that has represented the club on an international level. I want to apologize that Taipei didn't happen, but I mean, you've been at a convention and all of that. Talk to us about Rotary at that international level. How was your experience at the first convention?
I think the first convention, being my first time, I think I was just learning, There wasn't much that I expected, but I think somebody that briefed me is a matter of networking, understand who does what happens here. I visited a few booths, and I had, these are dealing in water and sanitation, peace, these. So I think I was shocked also because I didn't know what to do and what to say or what to expect at that point. But as I left the convention, I had a few contacts, and I have had very good conversations and stories from some of these guys. I've also shared part of our work that we do here with one guy called Ronald Moss from Australia. He was actually very impressed about the Chitala project. I hope, actually, he asked me about I shared that flyer, I think the one you shared regarding the fundraising of the baton. And he told me maybe it will come through. So I don't know what will happen. Hopefully, maybe if anything comes through, that will be very good. But the international conference, basically for me, I use the time to take off the very busy schedule that I normally have. I run almost 360 days of the year. So I take off these days to go and break the routine. And I used to do other things, like I'll travel to Kenya, I'll go to Rwanda or anywhere else. But I took this as maybe the other way I can take the break off the very busy schedule. And it worked the first time. I had a very good time in Malaysia. And also Singapore was very interesting, to see a few things, see how the world is different, So for me, basically, on a personal note, it's just a break.
It's just a break.
Break, but also a bit of a networking. So the international conference basically brings in that kind of change life. You have a very, and by the way, even the other thing is that most of the time, even the time zones shift. So, go there, sleep, eat, take a walk, run, go and see what happens in the streets, visit the shops, do some shopping. So for me, maybe in future I will be seeing anything else that will come on the way. But for now, it's been a break.
A break.
Take a break. Sometimes life happens the other minute. From this call, I work in transport, and the other minute, you expect something. Can be an accident, can be somebody's asking for fuel, and they can call you any time of the day and night. So when I take a break from my work, I think I realized that this would be the best way to kind of relax a bit and also see what happens in the other world. Yes.
So every person in Rotary has a Rotary moment. That they look back. Of course, not Chitala. Maybe someone assisted, maybe what, but just a Rotary moment that you look back to and say, perhaps this wouldn't have happened if I wasn't in Rotary. Maybe that hasn't happened for you, but is there anything that you are able to tell our viewers that you look back and say, this is a Rotary moment for me?
I think if I wasn't there, it would not have happened.
Maybe something that you're proud for, because of Rotary.
I think I will say something here. It's kind of funny. some time back, our charter president invited guests, and on a short note, somebody called me, "Can you join us at the CP's place?" And you said, usually when somebody notifies me, I say I will adjust and be available. So I walk in here, I find so many people because, and then I'm seated somewhere. So I think the former, is it the manager or the former Fabian Kasi.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes in and says, hello, he greets me. So this is someone I always see on the TV. It's my first time to interact with him. So I was just surprised by that kind of act. This guy walks up to me, says hello, and, we have a conversation for about 2 minutes. It kind of touched me. I said, this kind of world, where do you find, I don't think would have that kind of interaction elsewhere other than Rotary. And I think that really touched me. I said, I think there's value in this kind of organizational arrangements. There are other things that I've seen because I've visited several projects. We went to Gelenge there. And of the recent one, when we paid a visit to Narugala Health Center as part of our birthday group activities, that moment also touched me. We have over 30 or 20 plus pregnant women who cannot even afford a bowl of soap, who cannot even afford to get treatment, somehow. Then you've given them all these things, and when you look at the faces, that's a very, very, very interesting story. And you don't know what it means to someone. Apparently, it's about 6,000-7,000 above soap. But then when they see that, they say, you have served me. I could read that in their faces. So there are moments I've seen. Some of them I may not be able to recall, but really this place has engaged me and has kind of evoked my spirit for service, for humanity. And I continue to serve. I pray that we be here to see more beautiful stories coming through. And I'm sure the world will know that we exist.
Okay.
Yes.
You've spoken about very great projects that you've done.
Yeah.
You've been really a present Rotarian, and I want to thank you that you are a Rotarian, very, very present. And if this show didn't happen, I wouldn't know that you actually walked yourself into Rotary. So I would like you to look to the camera and make a call and invite those people that are watching us that are probably Rotarians and not there, or those ones that have just not made a decision. What's your message to them?
Well, this is my message to you all out there. I know many of you are living here on earth. But one thing that is very difficult is to make an impact and strike your path on earth. Living is not simply existing, but we need to leave behind something that we have done for this world. The only way you can do this, and the easiest way for you to achieve this, is by joining Rotary. Your journey will begin here, and it will be a very interesting story. I invite you all to join Rotary. Come and enjoy this and enjoy this journey. Come and make impact in the world. Rotary to the world.
Thank you very much. That was Rotarian Julius. I cannot add anything. I'd like to thank you for staying for this long to be a part of this show. Thank you for giving us that like. Leave us a comment. Put your questions in the chat. And together we'll continue to make this world a better place. Until next time, thank you very much.